Hi there, I'm David Madison, an educator at the Orlando Museum of Art. As part of Museum from Home, let's take a look at Robert Henri's portrait of a young girl, Rosaleen. Though Henri preferred to work quickly, often completing a portrait in under an hour, he was skilled at capturing the essence of a subject and selecting which details to focus upon. Notice the quick, sketchy brushstroke used to capture Rosaleen's body and hands in comparison to the more refined detailing of her face and blonde curls. When looking at this portrait, our visitors often comment on the girl's striking, icy blue eyes, which contrast sharply with the red of her dress. Henri has also abbreviated the darkened background, careful to not complicate our viewing with unnecessary details. Though, notice that he has chosen to include the form of a doll, cradled in our young sitter's arms, suggesting its preciousness. Henri was a national treasure, inspiring a generation of painters to commit to social realism through his painting and dynamic teaching. Whenever I feel particularly down and out, I always turn to the Art Spirit, a collection of Henri's lectures and miscellaneous writings for inspiration. He believed entirely in the power of art to transform the social conditions of America's working class. His students, who we now identify as belonging to the artistic movement known as the Ashcan School, refrained from picturing America's elite in favor of common folk of more humble means. Henri had a particular love for painting children, especially those living in a small Irish town near his second home on Akil Island, including Rosaleen. Of these subjects, Henri said, quote, "If one has a love of children as human beings and realizes the greatness in them, no better subjects for painting can be found," end quote. Oh, a quick note about the pronunciation of Henri's last name. It's natural to want to pronounce this in a French manner, Henri. But Henri, who was born with the surname Henri, but later changed this to distance himself from his father, preferred Henri. Do you have a young artist at home? Embrace Henri's notion for speed and intuition in portraiture by completing a blind contour drawing. Sit across from one another and complete a line drawing of your partner without looking down at your paper. This is a fun way to train your hand to trust what your eye is actually seeing, and the results are often quite hilarious. For older students, have them research other Ashcan School artists and compare their subject matter and style to the earlier society portraits of America's Gilded Age. I hope you are enjoying these online videos. To show your financial support for the museum through the United Arts of Central Florida Collaborative Campaign, just text OMA to 71777. Reply to this story by sharing your thoughts about Robert Henri's portrait, and be sure to follow the museum's social media accounts for more inspiration.